Hello, hello. It is Tuesday morning and time for another Tuesday live video. I'm excited to be joining you live from the Craft Cave in Markham, Ontario, Canada. My name is Genevieve Coe and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I've been a demonstrator for over 16 years. So I've got lots of experience playing with stamps, ink, and paper. But still at the heart of it, even though I've had the privilege of growing my own home-based business and meeting lots of amazing people and earning some rewards that are really not very common even despite all that, the best part is that I still love playing with stamps, ink, and paper. So I didn't start out loving it, but what actually got me attracted was that it's so easy. And so for the past while, I've been sharing my Tuesday morning videos to give you news of what's going on in my little crafty business, but also to show you how easy it is to stamp. So whether you're here for the first time or here for the 100th time, I welcome you. This morning is a little bit crazy around here because my husband decided to take the car for a little checkup. So, so I had to drive him to work this morning. But of course, today is the same day as my lunch, laugh, and craft. So for those of you who know, once a month, I've been trying to do like a little crafty class at the Swiss Chalet in Markham. And usually on the Tuesdays when I do that, it's a little busy in the craft cave, packing everything, making sure I've got everything. I mean, it never fails. I often forget something just because I'm human. Sometimes once I forgot order forms, another time I forgot grid paper. Anyway, so, but today had the added bonus of getting to drive my husband to work, and it's the first day of the last chance discount sale. So I wanted to put in orders as soon as I got up. I didn't get up too early, about 5:30, not too bad. So it allowed me to put in an order first thing in the morning. If you're on my email newsletter list, you would have gotten my email, I think on Saturday. I was telling people, like, get your list ready. You can message me your order, but you can also shop online, which I recommend. So let me show you, I'll do some of the news that's going on, lots of news going on, and then I will do some stamping with you. Okay, so welcome, welcome. Hi. Go ahead and comment in the comments. I'd love to hear what you did on the weekend and whether you've had a chance to peek at the last chance thing. So let me see here. I'm going to show you where you can find the last chance items. So if you go to stampinup.ca, it should have sort of a greenish banner up here, stampinup.ca. What you're going to want to make sure is that you want to make sure my name is in the top left-hand corner so that you get all my special ordering specials. So I actually have a few special ordering specials going on right now. So, but first, let me show you where the last chance list is. If you go to specials, last chance products, these are all the things that are not carrying over. And so some of these things, like for example, the Bright Skies bundle, I believe that it's the bundle price that's not carrying over. In the new catalog, you'll still be able to get the stamp set, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and the dies, but they'll be separated so that the bundle price will no longer be in effect. But things like this, for example, it'll say right there, retiring soon. So these Sweet Thoughts, Memories, and More note cards and envelopes are last chance, won't be able to get them later. And if a last chance discount applies, it will say sale next to it. So you'll see some of the things are retiring, but no sale price. That just means they're leaving, but there's no sale price. So go ahead and browse, and you can use this filter at the top to also sort by like low to high. So let's look at the cheapest thing. Oh my goodness, the distress gold specialty paper is retiring. Clear Block G, that's still available. Clear Block A is also retiring, but it might already be sold out. Adhesive back cork round. So you can sort by price. You can see the things that are retiring. I know who was it? I think Doreen already messaged me yesterday. She wanted 2 packs of the iridescent rhinestones. So those are beauties. I don't know if you can see them. I've used them many times in my videos. So, because they're kind of clear, but they have like a purplish pinkish tinge. So, and even like a bit of like um, coral tinge. So it just seems to match with a lot of different things. So that is where you look for the last chance items. Now let me see whether I can show you here. I mentioned a ordering special. So let me show you. Okay, wait, stop sharing this. Okay, so the ordering special, good morning. Okay, so the ordering special that I'm offering, this is not a Stampin' Up! Corporate offer. This is a Stampin' for Fun Jen offer because I want to make it extra fun for you guys when you shop during these last chance discounts. Another reason to shop is that there's quite a number of products. Their prices will be going up in the next annual catalog, which goes live in May. So things like cardstock, envelopes, note cards and envelopes, blends, I think mini glue dots. Okay, so those things I sent an email a while back. So you're going to want to stock up on those. So just to make it fun as you do your shopping, I'm doing a special giveaway. So let's see if I can pull up my little flyer and I can explain it to you. So, oh, here, can you? Let's see, can you see it now? It's like, I'm calling it my mystery gift giveaway. So as long as your order is $70 or more, and you can shop online or you can message me your order, you will get a mystery envelope containing a stamp and die bundle. And so these are stamp and die bundles that have retired or that have been pre-loved, still in great condition with lots of mileage left in them. I will give you one absolutely free, and I'll probably see if I can slip into the case, you know, some samples of ribbon or some little gems, embellishments that I have, little things like that, maybe little pieces of DSP that you can use. So I'll slip that all in and I'll ship it absolutely free by letter mail. So there's no tracking with that. If you want tracking, you'll have to pay. But I think I can slip that by letter mail, and that will be my free gift to you if you place an order of $70 or more between April 9th and April 13th. If you want, there's so many things you want, you know, looking at the last chance, stocking up on things that are going up in value, or just some favorites you've been wanting to get, then if you bump up your order to $200 or more, first of all, don't use the host code because you'll get Stampin' Rewards. But I'll give you a mystery box. So you can see in the little picture, I'll just get a prepaid box and I'll put at least 2 bundles in there, either stamp and die or maybe stamp and punch, and lots of other extras to fill the box. So I only have a limited amount of these giveaways. So make sure to shop early, and you're going to want to make sure to shop early anyway, because the last chance items are only while supplies last. So isn't that a fun offer? I thought I would just pull that out just for you guys to finish off this catalog period, last chance stuff, and just to give you a little spring fun. Oh my word, I am so grateful that there's sunshine. The past 2 or 3 days, no, 2 days, there's sunshine. Although ironically, during the eclipse yesterday, it was like completely cloudy, but afterwards it was fine. So, I am so happy spring is coming. I'm so happy that I can do a little bit of cleaning in the craft cave to get ready for all the new stuff coming in May. And I'm so happy to be able to offer you my special shopping offer. So take a look at that. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always find all my important links using my Linktree / Stampin' for Fun link. So speaking of things on that Linktree, there's also a link for upcoming classes. Okay, so my new class schedule is up. These are classes for May and June. Remember, we always have to plan ahead so that I can order supplies and everything. So April classes are now closed. May and June classes are what my registration form has. I'm going to show you quickly my cutest cows class. Okay, so let me see if I can show my table. Everything's a disaster here because I was getting out my bundles and packing them up. So let's see if we can Whoops, hold on. Okay, so look at this cutest cows class. The time to register is now. This, if you've seen these cards before, it's because I offered this class before, but I loved it so much. I loved it so much. I want to offer it again to those of you who missed it. So if you want to register, you'll get to make 6 different cards using the cutest cow stamp set. And I believe that bundle is retiring as well. So if you want to add on the punch, register early so that you get the slightly discounted price. But the class includes the stamp set. It includes all the pre-cut pieces. It includes written tutorials so that you can make these cute cards yourself. Anything that needs to be die cut in advance, I will do that for you. So it's just a fun class in the mail that you can do at your leisure, on your own time. The other class that I wanted to tell you about is the Jen and Jen stamp class. Oh yes, Leanne, you already took that class, right? So I'm glad that you've got the pieces. Although I feel like I sent it to your farm in Ontario, so maybe you haven't actually picked it up. I don't know when the last time was you visited your farm, but don't worry, you'll get to make those cards. But if you haven't, register for the cow class. I'm calling it the cutest cows class reprise because I'm doing it again. But I love the cards so much. But the Jen and Jen Summer Stamp Camp registration is open for that now, for the Jen and Jen Summer Stamp Camp. And you'll get to make 10 different cards. We are using brand new catalog product. You'll get access to an exclusive Facebook group. You'll get a little goodie bag. You will get a little treat. And there's optional classes you can add on if you want. So all of that is the Jen and Jen Summer Stamp Camp. You can register for that at my link tree as well. Okay, because we want to register early because new things go really quickly. So we want to get all those embellishments and goodies for you for your little treat bag. Okay, what else? So I've told you about the gift giveaway. I've told you about the last chance specials. I've told you about my upcoming classes. I've told you about the price increases. So I think those are the big things. I did allude in one of my Facebook posts that I am hoping to take a little more time in the summer to vacation, spend time with my family, move my daughter out of one residence into her apartment. There's a lot of things going on this summer. So I will probably be doing less classes than usual in the summer. I hope to still do something, but yeah. So register for the classes I've got going in May and June because I'm not sure what's going to happen after that. I'm still calibrating now that I work full time at a job. So I don't have the same amount of actual hours in the day. I've still got the same enthusiasm, trust me, my friends, but the actual hours in the day are feel more limited. So I just want to make sure you guys can take advantage of things when they are available. Okay, so let's talk about, let me just get my tabletop. Okay. Do you guys remember? Oh, okay. And I promised I would show some, because it's one thing to talk about the last chance products and show you them on the website. It's another thing to show you samples. So for example, this is one of the cards we're going to make at Lunch, Laugh, and Craft. Although ironically, I loaned the stamp set to my helper who's getting things ready for the ladies retreat day. So sorry, guys, if you're coming to Lunch, Laugh, and Craft today, we're going to have a different sentiment here. But this Brighter Skies bundle, I believe will be unbundled in the new catalog. But this designer series paper is one of my favorites. It is retiring. So you're going to want to take advantage of that. I just want to show you some of the retiring things. Oh, this raindrop embossing folder is retiring and it's on discount. It's on special. So I think it's only like $6 or something like that. So there are some deep discounts. You're going to want to shop and take advantage. So that is one that's kind of a Jen pick, that raindrop embossing folder and this designer series paper. They are really pretty. Okay, this is another retiring item. I hope it's still available. I don't know if it's on discount. It's called In the Moment. And I just love kind of the feeling of this stamp set. It's called In the Moment. I'm just checking it's still available because things do sell out. Yes, it is retiring, but it's still available. Again, this is another one of our lunch laugh and craft cards. But see how simple and easy it is to create just with that outline image. But if you wanted to, because it's an outline image, you could color it in. But I love the sentiment here. You're always so good to others, be good to yourself. Or sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. And it's got some calming pictures there. So this is a retiring item. And yeah, I guess those are the things I wanted to show you here. And then don't forget that the in colors are retiring. These are the 5 in colors that we're saying goodbye to. Hopefully you can still hear me. There, okay. So number 1, if you have any of these colors, now is the time to shop to stock up on the cardstock, to get the re-inkers so that your ink pads will last forever. You can always juice them up. Or if you want any of the coordinating embellishments and things like that. Okay, so just a reminder, don't say I didn't tell you, okay? So I don't know whether I have a favorite of these ones. I just love the bright, cheerful colors. But Tahitian Tide, I feel like there's nothing really like it right now. So this one I'll be a little sad to say goodbye to. Okay, but we have to make room for the new in colors. So that's why sometimes we have to say goodbye. Okay, who remembers what our product of the month is? Go ahead and you can tell me in the comments. Do you guys remember what we made last week? There we go. We're doing the Simply Zinnia. I don't know if the product of the month is the Simply Zinnia bundle or the DSP because I love both of them. The designer series paper is so super gorgeous, cheerful, bright, happy. It just makes you happy to look at these colors. And I never would have thought to put some of these color combos together, but they look great. If you remember last week, we did this card here where I actually stamped with the Flirty Flamingo and Blackberry Bliss together. So this was the card from last week. Sweet, simple, easy. Look at how the designer's series paper shines and makes it easy for you because of the color coordination. And anyway, this is a card that anybody can make. Don't forget, if you placed an order in March, an online order $60 or more, you'll receive these card packets in the mail. If you place an order $60 or more this month, you'll get next month's card packet. And so you can stamp along during my videos. Okay, so that was last week's card. Let's dive in and do this week's card. I could keep talking to you guys all day. I have to remind myself I have to get ready for lunch, laugh, and craft at Swiss Chalet. Okay, so let's grab this one here. So when you get my ordering special, the great thing about it is that everything is pre-cut for you. Okay, the DSP is included. So I just want to make your crafting easy, and I want a way to say thank you to you for your order and your support. Okay, so last week we really focused on the designer series paper. Hang on, I'm going to take all these goodies out. Last week we focused on the designer series paper. This week we're going to focus on a little bit more on the images. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this basic white cardstock. It measures 2 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches. Okay, and then I'm just going to take this image right here, this large zinnia image. How many of you guys are like, know things about gardening? Tell me more about zinnias, because I'm not a botanist. I don't know anything really about flowers. I kill pretty much all plants that are given to me. So I mean, I'm always grateful for any gifts, but if anyone visits my home and wants to bring a housewarming gift or bring a, host gift, it's better to bring food for me than to bring flowers, my poor flowers. Okay, I'm going to stamp this using our Memento black ink. And that's because I'm planning to use the blends markers. It's been told to us by Stampin' Up! That when we use blends markers, the ideal ink to use is the Memento. It has something to do with the chemical composition. So I'll ink that up. I hope I did a good job. And then I will stamp that right on here. Okay, so it's always good when you're stamping to have a firm surface. Oh, okay. Leanne says zinnias can grow from seeds. Is it an annual or a perennial? So annuals are ones that you got to like replant every year, and perennials just keep coming back, right? Okay, so let me hold this up so that you can see the detail of that stamp. So gorgeous. So just as a little thing to know, why these are rubber stamps. And I think the reason why they're rubber stamps, rubber is the higher quality material when you're doing stamps, because it actually allows for more detailed etching in the stamp. So I'm not surprised that the zinnias are provided in rubber. It is harder to get that kind of quality with the photopolymer. So hopefully, I don't know whether you can see, but it's so beautifully detailed there. Okay, so we'll let that dry. We're going to color that in. I'm going to grab some colors. Let's see, what have we got here? This is fresh freesia. We're going to do some, let's do some flirty flamingo. Let's see. I'm trying to get the colors from the, I don't know, this might be bubble bath. This is bubble bath. Oh, bubble bath. I want flirty flamingo. This is an old calypso coral. Hang on. I should have gotten these out ahead of time. Melon mambo, yes, we want that because that's in. Maybe a summer project will be to, this is dark flirty flamingo. Okay, let's see. We've got some light flirty flamingo here. Light flirty flamingo. Okay, so let's go. Let's color our flower. I like to use the light. I'm going to use the bullet tip and just add some color. Now, if your blends marker is very juicy, then you don't want to go all the way to the edge because the marker will bleed a tiny bit. So just give it room to move. Okay. So chat with me while I'm coloring, my friends. Did I mention that the blends markers are going up in price with the new catalog? So you can take a look at your stash and see if you're missing any colors. Oh, you don't have a green thumb. Neither do I. But I do enjoy looking at flowers. Like I like going to flower gardens and things like that. I feel like it's a great testimony of the miracle of creation and all the diversity that's in nature. So I'm going to just color that in. Now, it's nice to add a bit of highlight. That's why they sell the markers in dark and light. These are the blends markers. So I'm going to take the dark fresh freesia, and I'm going to actually use what the artist has already given us, right? Stampin' Up! Hires their own artists. So you can see there's like shading and lines. So I'm really using that to my advantage to know where to add highlights, okay, to the image. Okay, let's color another flower. Let's do some flirty flamingo. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to add the color with the light and then blend with the dark. And there's no right or wrong. This is just how I do it. But I love it how the blends markers make you feel like an artist when you're so not an artist like me. And that's so true. I don't know what color zinnias actually are, so I'm making them whatever color I want because it doesn't bother me at all. I'm just wanting it to kind of match the paper. So, but it's true. Do zinnias come in certain colors? Those of you who know about flowers, you can tell me. I'm just going to do a little bit of highlighting here. Okay. This is not artistic at all. I'm just adding a little bit of shading to some things. Okay. Maybe I'll just, again, I'm just taking what the artist has already provided. There's all these like shade lines, so I'm just going to ink that up a bit. And let's do some Melon Mambo. I think brush tip is better for larger surfaces. I feel out of control when I use the brush tip on more fine surfaces, but again, that's just me. And we're going to use the DSP to help pull the color so that it will coordinate really nicely. You'll see it just gives a bit of a pop. Zinnias can come in all kinds of colors. Well, thank you for clarifying that. Not that I care, because I don't mean that in a bad way, but even if it didn't come in Melon Mambo colored, I'd still color it Melon Mambo colored. That's the great thing about animals. Like my cow class, I did pretty much stick with normal colored cows like brown and black and white. But when it's cartoon animals, I feel like you could color it anything. Remember a couple weeks ago, I did that llama card. I think the llama was like pink or something. I don't think llamas are pink in real life. Okay. Just giving it a little bit darker there. Okay. We've got our zinnias colored. Let's do our stems. And I think the paper uses either lemon lime twist or parakeet party. So let's see what I've got here. Oh no, this is granny apple. No good. What have we got? Here, we've got some light lemon lime twist there. Okay, so let's color these babies. If I had the dark next to it. Okay, that is totally one of my projects. Do you guys have someday projects? One of my someday projects is to label all my blends markers. Like do something on the cap so that I can see it. Tell me in the comments, what are your someday projects? Cleaning my craft cave is always but sometimes I actually get to that. But there's all these nooks and crannies. Definitely something I want to do more of, and I think I'm going to get to it, is more scrapbooking. I first was introduced to paper crafting through scrapbooking. And this week, I think it was on Monday night or Sunday night, I sat down and I sent a whole bunch of photos from my phone. I sent it to Blacks for photo developing because I plan to get those pictures into an album. So many precious memories, like the onstage event I was just at in Houston, some Easter pictures with the kids, some Christmas pictures with the kids. So I love doing memory books. I feel like it's so meaningful. So I'm definitely going to be doing more scrapbooking, I know. Okay, look at that. Look at how easy that is. I feel like I have to do a tiny bit of shading. Sorry, Granny Apple Green. I wish I had. I'm just going to put a little bit of shading on these veins. Okay. It just adds a little bit of depth. Sorry, I can't resist. Okay, we're going to carry on with the card. But I just had to add that little bit of shading for you. Right? Look at that. Yay! Okay, so let's move this over here. Okay, let's put this, let's assemble our card. So I am going to layer this onto our Melon Mambo cardstock. And then we've got a tiny strip of the Designer Series paper. I'm going to use the bright and cheerful side here, and we will adhere it on. Okay, if you guys are stamping along with me, let me give you the measurements. Okay, this is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Okay, so let's slip that on. But again, if you got your packet free as a thank you for your order in March, you won't have to measure because everything will be pre-cut for you. Okay, so that's just a standing, that's if you shop online. That's like an online shopping gift that I give people just to thank them. So I like to encourage people to shop online actually, because then you can see what products are available in real time. So it's actually a good idea to learn how to use the online store. Okay. Go. We'll pop that on. Maybe before we stick that on, I'm going to put a little bit of ribbon here. I wish it had just put a little bit of ribbon. Okay. Cut that off. But if you wanted, you could cut your ribbon longer and tape it at the back. Let's just do that for now. Okay, and then we'll adhere this on. Okay, and then let's score. This is our basic white thick. Oops, 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. Let's score that at 4.25. Okay, so you can see our card coming together there. Oh, another. Okay, stick that on. It's a good time to stock up on seal adhesive too. Refills, I mean, I have the case, so I can just, okay. Okay, so then we just need a sentiment to clear it up. Oh, danger, danger. The reasons why not to take everything out of the envelope all at once. Okay, I found my little piece. This is from the Stylish Shapes dies. I've already pre-cut it. Do you see the pretty piercing there? So let's stamp the sentiment. I'm just going to put the thank you so much sentiment. I love stamps that have images and words, right? Doesn't it make it so versatile? Okay, so let's pop that on there. Okay, and we'll maybe use some dimensionals and pop that on. Oh, Leanne does have a someday project, turning our bedroom curtain into a Roman blind so it blocks more light. Oh, well, that's because you plan to sew it yourself. Maybe it'd be faster if you just went to the store and bought it, but I think you can, it's always better when you do it yourself because then you get it the way you like it, right? And then these little cork rounds, which are retiring, so cute, but I thought it had a bit of an earthy feel, these little cork rounds, so that's why I used them on this project, because, you know, gardening, earthy things. I don't know where we want to put this. Okay, so there you go. There's our finished card. Let me show you the, oh, yeah, I think the original one I did, I had it up so it's not like totally blocking the flower. Maybe I should do that. Should have stamped my flower lower, but it's fine. There we go. And there is our finished project. And so this was week 2, showing you how you can use the Simply Zinnias. Hopefully you get inspired by seeing how the paper, how the stamps can work together and get totally different cards, but using the same products. So hopefully you feel inspired. Let me know if you have any questions. Tell me in the comments what you're working on or any projects, and especially if you have any questions with knowing how to use your products, don't be shy to reach out, because not only as a demonstrator do I sell the products, but I also provide service with the projects and products so that you know how to use them. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. Have an amazing day. For those of you that I'll see at Lunch, Laugh, and Craft, I can't wait to see. I'm already every month when it's Lunch, Laugh, and Craft, I'm like, what should I order today? So I can't wait. I will see you soon. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.